y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today with a sponsored video by Temu. So let's get to the craft desk and see what they sent us this time. All right, here's our package that we received from Temu, and I am so excited to open this and see what all I have. Now here's their website. Now you can go on here and order all kinds of different items and stuff. They have a wide variety of items, you guys. It doesn't have to be limited to just crafts. And I'll show you right here. We're going to go over and click on these scissors. Now you can just add it to your cart, but before you add it to your cart, you got to go up here and you got to choose one of the colors that you want, and they show you which ones are popular by putting that little fire sign or thumbs up or whatever it is, and then you just add it to your cart. And you guys, there's a discount code here at the bottom of the screen. You can use that and get an additional 30% off. This will be also in my description box, so go check it out. And now let's get to the rest of the unpackaging the items. All right, here we go. We're opening up our packages. We got some of these silicone molds, and I'm going to tell you what, their prices are very, very reasonable for these. This first one, it has the Roman columns and some flowers and a clock. I got it for the clock for my Christmas village stuff that I'm going to be making. And then I found this wood one so that if I ever need a wood round for anything, I already have a mold for it. I stick some air dry clay in it and we can go. So let's see what we're going to make out of these. Again, here is the picture of the wood round mold, and here it is from their website, and it's very reasonably priced. And here is the Roman column one with the beautiful flowers, and here it is on their website. And again, you guys, this is cheaper than Amazon. In addition to this being a Temu video, this is also the Sweet Summertime Open Playlist. It is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, co-hosted by 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and co-hosted by Crafty Hints. Y'all go check out these ladies' channels. They're doing some awesome crafts. And also go check out the playlist that's in the description box below, because there's a bunch more ladies participating, ladies and gentlemen, participating in these challenges, and you don't want to miss them. So go check out that link below in the description box. All right, here we go with DIY number 1. Now for this DIY, I got these molds from Temu. Now I am using some air dry clay here, and I am getting it prepared to put in the mold. Now because I want this to be super flat, I'm getting out a little rolling pin, and I am going to roll over. I flipped the mold over and then rolled it flat on my desk. And then I'm just going to go over it and make sure it's completely smooth on the bottom. And this is really important so your project sits straight, not crooked. I got out my melted chocolate paint, and I am going to put a couple of layers on this little project. Now the next thing I did is I got me out some of that cork from the Dollar Tree, those sheets of cork, and I'm going to take that little spool right there and I'm going to trace out my circle with that. Now you need to make sure your circle is a little bit smaller than your piece that you're going to put it on, and so that's the reason why I'm using this, because this was a perfect fit for me. Now the next thing that I did is I got out this bronze paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale, you guys, and it was 99 cents, and I'm going to go over the top of this with lightly brush over the top just to bring out the design in this. You guys, this is so beautiful. And then after I got done with that, then I added a coat of Waverly white wax to this. Now this is the first time I ever used white wax, but it's supposed to seal this in, and so that's what I did. And we will see this at the final reveal, and I'm gonna ask y'all, what do you think I made out of this? So you'll see at the final reveal. So let's get to the next project. Now here we go with DIY number 2. For this first project, I got my air dry clay out again, and I got this mold from Temu with the ice creams on it, and I am going to put this in the mold and make me a little ice cream cone, and then I'm going to let it sit overnight and cure. Now this can't have summertime without ice cream. So now I got this little sign from Hobby Lobby. I paid 99 cents for it, and what was wrong with it, it was missing one of the sides. Then I took a paintbrush and I marked out where I wanted the angles to be cut, or not a paintbrush. Did I say paintbrush? I took a paint stick, and I am going to cut the edge off of this where it's mitered, and then I'm going to put it back in there, check it again, and then I'll do it to the other side, and then I'll glue it in place. And I'm not going to make y'all sit through all of that. And yes, I am holding that paint stick up that way because it made it easier to cut the miter that I wanted. Then after I got it in place where I wanted it, I am going to take and paint this with Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and I do have to put like 2 or 3 coats on it. I really like the sand that was on the front of it, but because I had to replace the piece on the side, not going to work for this one. Then the next thing I did is I got this sign that I printed off the internet that just says ice cream, 20 cents, enjoy. And that's what I'm going to trace out with my pencil, and then I'm going to go in and paint it. And here's what it looks like. Now, I did put a piece of carbon paper down in between my piece of paper and that so that I could do that. And then now we're going to end up painting this. Now, I take a real fine paintbrush and I'm dipping it in black chalk paint to create these letters, and then I am going to paint the 20 cents as well. And I'm not going to bore you all with all the painting of this sign, so we're going to skip on to the next part. Now here's all of my pieces painted in. Now what I'm doing now is I'm going to paint in the little border around this sign. So I'm going to go every other, I paint a block and then I go a paintbrush width away and paint another one, if that makes sense. And then I'll just repeat this all the way around the edge of this and frame it out. Then the next thing I did is I got my little ice cream cones out, and I'm going to get Sunkissed Peach and paint the cone part of it, and I'm going to paint the top part white, and then we'll get them added to the project. Took E6000 and glued both of the little ice cream cones down, and we'll see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now here we go with DIY number 3. Now for this next DIY, you're going to need one of these frames from the Dollar Tree, and then I also took one of the molds that I got from Temu and made those little birds and those little flowers up there in the background, and I used the mold that you saw earlier plus another mold that I got from them. Now what I'm doing is I'm creating a shadow box. So what you need to do is remove all those little black tips, the back of the picture frame, and your glass. And after you get done with that, you need to remove the little claw hanger thing they had on there, and then you need to take off that jute rope. Now this sucker, these things are on there good. The Dollar Tree, or no, this actually came from Micheals, this little box, and it was 99 cents, and they did a really good job because that's on there tight. Now in order to get this box to fit on there right, now I already tried, you see all that glue sitting on there on that box, I messed it up, had to clean it up. Now what I'm doing is I am putting in these little dowel rods so that when I put my box in, it has something to rest on, because it wasn't wide enough of an opening to go inside that box, if that makes sense. And so what I did is I cut these little pieces of dowel rod to be able to glue it to the frame. Now I'm going to glue those to the frame first, and then I'm going to glue the box to it. and I'm cleaning up more glue. Now, what I did is I put wood glue down, and then I put hot glue down on this, and then put my box on the frame, and then that is what really worked. You guys, sometimes when you're doing projects, they don't always turn out like you want them to the first time. You got to start over. Now, here's my little bird mold right here that I used, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put powder down or cornstarch or something like that so that your items release from your molds really easy. Now, after I made those, I let them sit overnight, and so they got nice and hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some wood glue to the back of this, and I'm going to add hot glue, but then that doesn't work. And so I ended up using E6000 to glue all these little pieces on. So learn from my mistake, and watch, I cracked it. I was like, oh no, oh no. Y'all know me, I always got to do something to mess something up. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to fix it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this down with your E6000 and make sure it's stuck all the way. And I put a little bit of hot glue with it so that it's in place. Now, I took lightweight spackling and rubbed it in the crack so that it would not show. And then what you see me doing here is I'm cleaning up the wood glue or the E6000 that went over. And after I got all my birds and stuff glued on, then what I'm showing you here is I put this little picture in here. I got this from Hobby Lobby for 89 cents. It's regular $3.49, and we'll see the rest of this at the final reveal. In addition to this being a Temu video, this is also the Sweet Summertime Open Playlist. It is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, co-hosted by 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and co-hosted by Crafty Hints. Y'all go check out these ladies' channels. They're doing some awesome crafts. And also go check out the playlist that's in the description box below, because there's a bunch more ladies participating, ladies and gentlemen, participating in these challenges, and you don't want to miss them. So go check out that link below in the description box. This time we'd like to thank our subscribers. We love you bunches, and we appreciate everything you do for us. Here we go with the final reveal. Now for this final reveal, here is our wood piece that we did, and here is what we made it into. It is a candle stand. And then here's our ice cream sign, and here is our little shadow box, and those little chairs and stuff I made for my little dollhouse project I'm doing. Now, if you would like me to do a miniature series, ask me in the description box or in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to do that, because I am working on a miniature dollhouse for my granddaughters. So needless to say, those are going to come back out of this sign and go in my dollhouse, and we could call it Miniature Monday. Y'all let me know in the description box or in the comment section below if that's what you would like me to do. All right, y'all, we're back from the craft test, and these turn out so cute. Now, if you like our content, subscribe, and that way you don't miss another episode of the Crafty Art Shack, because we're always doing something fun, always trying something new, and always doing crazy things. So you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's free. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today with a collaboration video, and this one is for the tissue paper. Something. Yeah. Let me go look and see. Hi y'all, it's Charlene, and yeah, I'm from somewhere. Hold on. Let me think about it. A little chicken, and I'm why did I do that? Alright y'all, give us that big thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode. See you later. Bye!